When did we stop caring about our health and start caring more about our Instagram followers? It's something I see constantly now, especially in the younger generation. And I say this with no hate, I'm just really concerned. Teenagers, kids, they're taking steroids before they're even legally old enough to drive. And why? It's not to win Mr. Olympia, not to break lifting records, but for followers, for clout, for likes, for a Gymshark or a Young LA sponsorship. And honestly, can we really blame them? Because here's the hard truth. We are the ones rewarding them. We follow, we share their content, we make them famous. Not despite their steroid use, but because of it. We're drawn to extremes. And social media runs on extremes. So naturally, the freakiest physiques get the most attention. And now we're seeing a generation of young men willing to sacrifice their health and their mental well-being, all for the sake of a bit of followers and viral fame. Now, before I go any further, let me be very clear. I'm not totally against steroids. I understand there's places for them, whether you want to compete in a bodybuilding show or you simply have health issues and it would actually be healthier for you to take steroids, like a prescribed TRT under medical conditions, which we'll get into that later. I even respect some of these fitness influencers that decided to take them, but they're open about it. But this sometimes is the real problem as well, being too open and not explaining the side effects deeply. And sometimes these guys even flex how bad their health is. But at least, hey, they have a bit of muscle, right? Worth it, I guess. And of course, these teenagers get influenced by these guys. Anyways, I don't respect this, and I cannot stay silent about it. It bothers me seeing teenagers turning to steroids just to make the gym their entire personality, risking their health just to grow a following. Which I think most people now join the gym when you're young, just because it's a trend, and you can make money off of it. Which, don't get me wrong, it's still positive, because you'll be healthier. But if you go to this extreme of taking steroids, it's no longer healthy. Now, maybe I'm biased. Or maybe I'm a little jealous actually. At the time that I'm recording this, I don't even have 100 followers on Instagram, and I'm barely hitting 350 subscribers on YouTube. I'm small. No one knows me. And sometimes I actually think, what would happen if I decided to hop on gear? Would I blow up? Would I become viral? But I can't. I won't. Because heart problems run in my family. My dad passed away because of a heart problem, and I don't want to risk it. And the reason I'm doing content is exactly for that. Fitness is improving my health, and whether I want to admit it or not, if my dad was healthier, he would have still be here. My dad died because he didn't take care of his health. And if you are a teenager and you're not taking care of your health, you won't make it. Damn. That's why I do fitness content, to try to spread this message that you need to be healthier. And the fitness industry is going the other way around, where health doesn't matter anymore. If you're young and you're thinking about taking steroids, I'm telling you right now, don't do it. At least not now, not yet. Wait 5 or even 10 years. Train naturally, build your base, let your body and mind develop, which a lot of people forget that. Until 25, your brain is still developing. Are you sure you can make that decision when you're 16? And do you really think it's a good decision? And the worst part is, most of these kids don't even have genetics to be a pro bodybuilder. So what happens? They end up blasting even more gear because they don't look as good. And once they're in, they're stuck. And if they don't grow, and if on social media they post about it and they get a negative comment saying, you look mid, and you still take steroids, this just influences them more into taking even more gear. It's just a snowball effect. And what about the fitness industry? Can it change? Could we actually reverse this trend? I think it all comes down to these brands who give these kids salaries, which just reinforces their abuse of steroids. We need to stop glorifying this steroid abuse. We need to stop pretending that this is normal. Because right now, it's being sold to these kids that taking steroids is normal at a young age. It's being packaged as just another step in your fitness journey. Like, bro, I'm on only TRT dose. Man, like, you're 21. In what world would a 21-year-old need TRT? Where? When? This thing was made for 60-year-olds with hormonal issues, not 20-year-olds trying to get jacked and build a following on TikTok, man. Oh, but I have low dosage. Even with a low dosage, you're still creating unrealistic expectations for these young kids who follow you on social media. These kids will see your physique when you're 20 and you're on TRT. They will see your physique, and if you lie about it, or if you just say it's just a low dose, they'll think that they can achieve that naturally within 2 years. Not even 2 years, 6 months. I'll say 6 months because this is what these kids believe nowadays. That a transformation is, or it just happens like this, pop, and it's done. Almost no one explains that the fitness journey or the way to build muscle is training for 10 years or more. Not the enhanced ones, at least. Natural people actually do tell this. It's not sexy. It doesn't sell courses. It doesn't sell programs. And you don't make as much money like this. And sadly, this is the reality of the fitness industry. Because these brands, again, let's touch on these brands. They're handing out sponsorships who clearly use gear and then selling natural products under their image. Just, in my eyes, marketing fraud. Plain and simple. They're profiting off of a lie. Another big problem is some influencers like the Trend Brothers, or Trend Twins, or Togi, or whatever. And they don't even make that big of a deal of injecting trend, and basically they don't care. They're directly contributing to this problem. Because sadly, in these platforms like YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, they reward quick transformations. It wouldn't look sexy for me to tell you that I built this physique in 5 years. It doesn't sound sexy because my physique isn't even that impressive. And if a 16-year-old with no genetics blasts a bit of trend, will just look like me after 3 months. That sounds a lot more attractive. And then you can just sell a program that says 90-day body transformation, click link in bio, and you make a lot of money. It's that easy. We need more influencers like, I don't know, Greg Doucette. People who admit they took steroids and it was a mistake. And he tells kids not to do the same thing. I don't see almost anyone else who abused steroids before telling kids over and over again that they shouldn't do it. I don't see it happening. And I'm recording this video maybe because I'm a bit jealous and I wish I had more followers, and I'm seeing these kids blow up when they're younger, and here I am at 25 still with no following, trying to make this a living. Maybe I am jealous, but like I said before, with heart problems in my family, I'm not gonna risk it. I'd much rather be broke and have no followers and live a bit of a longer life rather than dying at 50 or 60, how it happened to my dad. But that's just me and my life. Hey, and if you want to help me reach 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year and, I don't know, build a following with the main focus of being healthy and enjoying life while still working out and building a decent physique, then drop me a follow or subscribe. And to finish off, check out these 2 videos because YouTube thinks that you'll enjoy them. And hey, maybe you do. This video was completely out of my comfort zone, or I don't usually talk about steroids because I'm not really interested in them, but it's really been bothering me, these kids taking steroids, and I don't think the fitness industry should be going through this route. Yeah, maybe I'll do a longer video in the next time, or if you want to do a podcast and you're in the fitness industry, let me know. All right, see ya.